Saloy, head chef at the Audley Clevedon in Ben Ridding, and today we are going to be doing some food demonstrations on some healthy dishes that are beneficial for you, full of vitamins and minerals. In this time right now of this pandemic, our clubs are closed, but we're going to continue to offer you different ideas and some healthy recipes to go along with these ideas. So today we're going to do 3 dishes. We're going to do a green juice, which we have the ingredients here for. We're going to do an electrolyte lemonade juice, and we're also going to do a Japanese inspired soba noodle and rainbow vegetable salad. A few things about raw vegetables that most people are always told: you eat your vegetables, they're good for you. One of the main reasons to eat your vegetables are anything raw vegetables naturally will digest themselves within your body. Your body doesn't have to produce any energy to break those down, and therefore you gain all the vitamins and minerals from it. Anything that is cooked, your body has to produce enzymes to break down that food. As you get older, your body loses the ability to produce these enzymes, and it takes your body longer to digest food, thus resulting in you spending more energy to digest your food than it is to eat it when it's raw. So the main benefit of eating raw vegetables is when you eat those raw vegetables, your body naturally digests it. So you have to expend no energy to break those down. So it's really, really important that you try to eat as much of your raw vegetables as you can, so it helps out your body and you get those vitamins and minerals instantly in your body. So first thing we're going to do is start with a green juice. Now this green juice is chock full of kale, and we have some baby spinach and parsley. We also have some celery, fennel, cucumber, apples, ginger, and then we also have lemon in it. This juice is a fantastic juice for first thing in the morning. It's like a natural energy kick for your body, full of all your vegetables that you really, really need. So this one is full of kale, which is really big in your vitamin B. You have ginger, which is really good. It's got plenty of antioxidants. And then you have celery in there, which is also full of antioxidants, which is also a natural diuretic, which will then help you flush out your system of any toxins. Ginger does the same thing. It opens up your pores and helps you release any toxins that you have in your body. So it's an extremely good juice to do first thing in the morning. It's good throughout the day as well, but primarily it's really good for first thing in the morning. You can make it the night before and then drink it first thing in the morning. If you were going to the gym or going for a workout or a long run, you can put it in your juice bottle and drink it as you go out through there. The next juice we're going to make after that is an electrolyte lemonade. Now this electrolyte lemonade is full of pear. It's got celery, cucumber, ginger, and lemon as well. We also add a little bit of flaxseed oil, and we add a little bit of sea salt into that. Now flaxseed oil is really good because it helps you lower blood pressure. It's high in omega-3 fats, and it's also high in your daily fiber as well. So we add a little bit of that to it. And then we also add a little bit of sea salt because as an electrolyte, it adds salt back into your body that you would lose when you work out. So it's one of those good juices that you would naturally drink right after you were to work out as it adds in. So the more you sweat, the more minerals and vitamins you lose throughout your body, and salts. And then by putting a little bit of sea salt into this, it naturally brings it back into it. And then finally, we are going to do a Japanese soba noodle salad with a sweet ginger miso dressing. Now, miso is a fermented soybean paste, and with anything that's fermented, it's naturally good for your stomach. It adds a lot of healthy bacteria that goes into your stomach, almost like a yogurt. So it's really, really good for you. And we have spring onion here, and cucumber, mango, carrots. It's got a lot of ginger in it. It's got some, as well as garlic. And then we're going to use some soba noodles, which soba noodle is a buckwheat noodle, which is just high in protein as well. If you are gluten-free, you can always go to a rice noodle, which works really, really well in this dish as well. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with our green juice. And what I'll do is I'll talk you through the steps in this. Once I turn on the juice machine, it's gonna get a little bit loud. And then I'll talk you through the steps on how to put it in and which ones to put in first. There's many different kinds of juicers. I just have a regular spinner juicer. There's cold auger juicers, which then press the juice out. You have the NutriBullet, which is just as good, or even your blender is fine as well. You put everything in, you just blend it up really, really good, and you can almost drink it as a smoothie. With any of the vegetables that we're using or fruits that we use in there, you always leave the skin on, you always leave the seeds on. The seeds have the most of the nutrients and the vitamins that are going to be in any of these dishes as well. So the first thing when you're doing this green juice is you kind of do it in stages. Whereas first I put in all my leafy vegetables, then I go into my fennel, my cucumber, and then the lemon and ginger, and then finally the apple. By putting your leafy vegetables in first, and then your harder items in after that, what it does is it helps press out all the juice that comes through. If you do the green leafy at the end of it, then you're not getting as much as those vitamins and minerals because everything else has gone through the process of that first. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn on my juicer, then I'm just going to follow the steps and I'll just go with all my leafy vegetables and then I'll go one at a time. So with any of these, you can just grab a handful of your leafy vegetables, kind of crush it into a little ball, and then you put it in. And as you press it down, the juice will start to come out through here as it gets more in there. As you can see, as you start to put them through, it starts to press out more of the greens. And then finally your apples. And then once you're done with that, just kind of give it a stir with your spoon and give it a try. Very good. And with this one, if it's a little bit too bitter for you, you can always add more apples to it. I use Granny Smith apples or I use Braeburn apples. They have a good balance of sugar and tartness to them. Some apples are just, Golden Delicious apples have a tendency to be really, really sweet and they produce less juice, whereas the Braeburn or the Granny Smith are the better choices of apples to use within this one. So then you actually just pour this one out, it's quite well. And as you can see, it's that nice, beautiful, bright green color. And it is just full of all your vitamin B, vitamin A. It's good for your eyes and all your bones and all that. The celery gives it a nice kick of antioxidants. You also have the ginger in there that comes out really, really strong. So it's a good system first thing in the morning. It's a great juice to drink. And like I said, you can always make this juice the night before. Just give it a stir up first thing in the morning, as it will separate through from the water, from the celery and the cucumber as well. And The longer this juice sits, the less the color stays green. As it starts to oxidize, it loses its color. You're good for about a day with it. Anything after a day, it starts to get a really bitter taste to it. So it's always good to make this juice first thing in the morning and just drink that as your regular first thing. You don't have to do these juices every single day, but it's good a couple times a week if you just throw one into your daily routine. It's a good way of just getting these natural raw vegetables into your system without overpowering anything like that.